folks, and we're here with another review of thoughts on. Um, this one I heard about when it first came out, I guess, but I wasn't sure really to watch it. 'Cause what I heard about it, where you don't really see anything. This one's more of a slow burn. I mean, it's a mockumentary, lost footage type movie, pretty much alien abduction subject, and I gotta say, I didn't really mind it. I mean, some of it was. It's a really slow burn movie. So for a mockumentary lost footage film, it's literally not really a chore to sit through, but some scenes go on or two. Stuff doesn't really happen much in this. You don't see an alien. All you see really at the end is a bolt of an orb or something that quickly flies out of the desert or whatever. Because pretty much it's about this guy named Carl who was like the town crazy, not really crazy, but people don't really believe. They don't mind him, but they kind of don't really believe him and all that alien stuff. But they seem nice to him, and he doesn't bother us, we don't bother him, and I like that. That's that community there seems like a really nice community. And he has a sister who they sort of are they don't get along because the dad died and the mom's in a hospital, and then I guess he lives with his sister. I'm assuming. I wasn't really paying attention to at the beginning. I was trying to, but I was it's this camera crew comes in to document him and stuff, and pretty much he tells the story of when he was 10, when he was, I guess, either hunting with his dad or something. He saw a alien being, and it told him years later it would come back for him, and so he's all this time been waiting on that and going to that exact spot, I guess, on his 40th birthday to be ready to be taken, I guess. If I was him in that situation, I'd be I mean, granted, it's scary enough that you even saw that, but then to expect it to be oh, we expect you to not be frightened when we come get you. And this guy, he's dedicated to buying what he needs to, for force field stuff, and powering up stuff and magnetic stuff, and he has a cool friend named Marcus who he doesn't really believe him much, but he's just there for the ride. I'm just gonna help you out though, but so I like that dynamic. I did like the sister and brother dynamic, him and his sister, where they do have they reminisce of them living in a, they have this weird bunker house out in the desert that their dad used to make them stay in, and stuff. I did feel for the lead guy, Carl, because everybody thinks he's crazy, and at one point there's this one convention he goes to where these two people interview him. I think they were making fun of him because they end up giving him a random cookie and then he eats it. I'm like, come on. And then we get to know a little bit about him, where he can fix. He's around town and he fixes people's stuff and stuff. And at one point the government steps in when they're literally on their property out in at this bunker, but yet they're going to tell them to get off their property. So then the one of the camera crew, the sound engineer, he decides, I'm leaving because of legal concern, because he got scared off pretty much from the government. And pretty much the end is, this whole movie is pretty much building up to him expecting to be taken, I guess, or reuniting with Star People or the Skyman, which we never see. Which I don't. Which is another thing I don't care. If I had to give it a negative, it's the whole you don't get to see the alien. You see a quick glimmer of an orb bolt out of the sky to assume that he's been taken. But yet I didn't like how at the end, like when he's going out there, he's telling his friend and the camera guy to stay back, even though he wanted them to see what was going on. But then he's like, "No, stay back," and then he's like, "I'm alone." I guess he's talking to the alien or whatever up top, because I guess telepathically, and then he has like a GoPro type camera that he takes with him while he's being abducted. And then, but that was annoying because he could have filmed, he could have shot the camera up to pan it up to look at the ship. But I guess not. So I don't know. Like it ends pretty much typically as lost footage mockumentary movies go. I mean, at least the tunnel. Granted, you couldn't really make out the creature or whatever in the tunnel, but at least you semi saw something in that. And everybody didn't. Well, I mean, one person died in that entire movie, but well, actually, I guess two technically. 'Cause one guy got taken, then the other guy, I guess, whatever. But yeah, at least that movie. And the fourth kind, which this one sort of reminded me of that a little bit with the owl part, but even in that movie, I can't really. I mean, I like Mina Jovovich, but even that movie's. I liked the sessions that she had with those people. But then that movie ends depressingly, where she gets blamed for her daughter being taken. People don't believe, and the cop isn't saying nothing, so she gets blamed and catatonic, kinda, I believe, at the end. But this one, I mean, the sister, she watches the tape, I guess, that he buried out in the desert, and then it says at the end, Carl so-and-so's whereabouts are unknown, just like Katie's. So, whatever. It was an okay watch overall.